I'm sitting in my recliner watching the TV. For some reason, there was a character POV switch in the middle of a chapter coming right out of fucking nowhere for no good reason. Even though this entire story has been told from Dee's perspective, you don't do POV shifts this far into your story. You do it chapter 3 at the latest so that your reader knows what to do. What are you doing? I don't really register what's up. My thoughts are on Dee and Olivia right now. A sigh creeps its way out of me just at the thought of it. Out of all of them, why'd it have to be Trent? World's just not fair like that, I guess. Poor kids. Especially Little Ace, Olivia. Little Ace. Little Ace. Also, why is the apostrophe after the L? Isn't it... Shouldn't it be, like, after the I, if anything? I don't know, man. I don't know apostrophes like that. D is just astral projecting. Holy shit. I mean, to be honest, he probably got that knocked out of him. Or into him. However you want to put it. She was just starting to come out of that little shell she had built up. Oh, thanks to LD. That poor boy. On his lonesome out here. I might have some choice words for his father, but I don't know that man. Or what his family is going through. I reckon I will find out with my little chat with him soon. Damien has gone out to sit with D while he smoked. It seemed like that, even if he isn't my son. When I first saw him, saw how lively we're comparing him to now. Oh shit, we're catch. Yeah, that's how I thought little would work. It's the apostrophe goes after all that stuff. But I'm, you know. Also, I like how we're doing all this fucking recap shit. And it's like, you know, you could have just done this by having a fucking small scene where you just have these people sitting in a room instead of backloading your fucking character motivations. Don't backload character motivations! That's what fucking writing is! You want to know what a story is? It's this! Written out as a scene! Fuck! He's so lively with how he punched the shit out of Damien during practice once. Jesus. That's like I was starting to see two people. Now he's all traumatized and he's not so fun. Common Jake feel. Oh. Anyway. The lights in his eyes blinked out. What do you mean blinked out? I would say that they were extinguished. Why do I hear... Was that in the song? The fire in his voice is gone. I mean, admittedly, the fire is that he swears more than he should. Richard Pride carried himself with crumbled away. Yes, I get it. It's harrowing. Someone his age shouldn't look like that. Why can't we describe this when you look at him? Why is this fucking reminiscing? He's in your house! You could have done this earlier! Or in front of him! This is what people mean with showing and telling, right? You could have shown this by just waiting 5 fucking minutes. Wait 5 minutes, he comes outside, and then you describe him. It works a hell of a lot better, and it doesn't sound like Randy's just fucking sitting back reminiscing like he's fucking Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. You know, I always did want to be a Santa Claus. Or a Sandy Claus. I pulled out of my thoughts by the doors opening. How could that be? Do you have to write that out? My son and D walk through the threshold. You walk across the threshold. You walk through the doorway. Quickly shutting it behind them. The threshold? They threw your entire threshold out? Stretching from the little grin. Damien does not have a little grin. And the fact that D was looking a little less despondent, I suppose they had a good talk. I smile at them warmly. Randy, have you ever smiled coldly at someone? Hey there, boy. It's cold, ain't it? Sure is, Pops. D looks over at me. His normally intense expression of flat. It's because it's cold outside, man. He just had a smoke. You do know what nicotine does to people, right? He slides out his phone, tapping or something. Well, let me give you my dad's number, Randy. Wait a minute. This is the number to Funky Town. How do you know that? I rise out of my chair with a question. Why can't you just describe that Randy has a back pain? He's old. Just have him say, "Ugh, I get up and my back hurts. Ow!" That way we can go, yeah, you just got here. Okay. Fuck. Anyway, number taken care of. He's gonna see Olivia. I know why we're doing this, right? Okay, listen. I wanna stop. I wanna stop things real fast because I do want to complain about something. Not complain. I want to point something out. Remember how in Nothing to Something, if you weren't there, in Nothing to Something,
Anon got super cool telescopic ears, so he could listen in on other people's conversations, instead of POV swapping, be it to a third person or anyone involved in the conversation. Or just organically writing the scene so Anon's involved personally, or having people recount it after the fact. Anon just fucking sits there with his telescopic ears, you know, with his fucking oracles, because he's a fucking dinosaur, and he listens in on things from across the room so that we can have a conversation he's not privy to. It's so fucking weird. And now we're doing a POV swap, so on the plus side, writing man, I'll give you this much, at least it's not a fucking cop-out bullshit reason. Thank you. Anyway, the story so far. Hold up. Instead of Inko, we have DE Fault. I think there's an E in there too. Yeah, DE Fault. Because goofy shit names are just how you go. DE Fault is, unlike Inko, who's just a soft boy, who's a soft, squishy boy, DE Fault is a crook. He's a rough and tumble boy. His mom died, and he's very depressed, and he beats people up. He goes to a fighting pit. He's all beat up. He has, I think, self-harm scars. I think they're implied to be self-harm, because otherwise it's like, why are these scars different from your other scars? Anyway, he's been at school for a while. He's warmed up to this girl. Oh boy, girls. Who has skipped her own character. From the original story, right? Olivia had a character arc. That character arc is just gone? And we copied a lot of scenes from the original game that don't work because DE Fault doesn't work with those scenes. And, like, it's been alright, but really weird. Anyway, the point is right now that the teacher died. Olivia is this very introverted person, and she had, like, one person in her life that really mattered to her, and that's her teacher, and her teacher's fucking dead. Even though I feel that keeping Yatakan alive technically makes better sense, because then you can thematically tie it into Olivia, you have to make up with him and meet up with him. It's not about regret, it's about avoiding those regrets in the first place. I'm just saying your dad's still alive! That's the parallel! But putting aside those thematic parallels, let's focus on the part at hand. He just died, and our main character, despite really only knowing Yatakan so-so, is like, oh man, I'm so sad about that. And that's where we are at. And when he heard the news initially, he freaked the fuck out because he was like, oh no, it's like my mom. And he freaked out, and he had a big fat episode, and he ran away like a big fat weirdo. I say that, but I should be way more considerate than that. He basically had a psychotic episode, and he ran the fuck off, and he hurt himself significantly, and got his hand put in the cast and everything. Point is, shit sucks. And we're trying to climb our way out of the pit. Fuck. Anyway, let's... I need a business song. A lounge theme? Listen, I think you need to hold up. Just imagine me drinking a glass of water like that meme. Okay, listen, buddy. The nostalgia critic. He might have some passion for films, but I make shit, and I care about the shit that I make, and I care about the shit that has been made. Don't compare me to a man who does not understand the wall. I try my best to meet these things halfway, and when halfway isn't good enough is when I get mad. On the other hand, it's fan fiction. Who fucking cares, right? This isn't sold for money. It's for free on a fucking website that runs on donations from people who are super cool about shit. This is the functional equivalent to going to an orphanage and just pissing on the kids there. Like, for me, it's more an exercise. Whatever. Anyway. Is this really the song for this? I don't know. What is a good song for this confrontation? Because it's such a weird one. Calm 2? No, that... How is this a calm theme? This is more reflective. Chill? Loyalty Freak Music. That's a fucking, title. Anyway, he merely nods and turns away, heading to her room. He knocks, seemingly getting a response. He says his name, then ducks inside. Why are you being so sneaky, man? He already knows you smoke. Don't smoke inside, please. You might think it's okay, but then your house smells like shit, and you spend the rest of your life telling your children it's fine. He knocks, seemingly getting a response. Okay. Some nagging little part of my brain wants to pop in and tell them to keep them on the level. Jesus Christ, man! Her fucking surrogate dad just died, and you're like, oh, they're gonna have sex in the house while I'm sitting outside. They're gonna have sex when you're not in the house, man. They're not fucking... Jesus! What is wrong with you, Randy? These people, you picked him up from the hospital. His hand is in a cast. And your first thought is, I think he's gonna bone her? Oh, Randy, you need some chill pills. Woof.
Those kids aren't gonna do anything like that now.
No, they're just gonna be snogging. You're gonna be hearing about, and they're doing it just to fuck with you. Mostly because Dee needs a good laugh and Olivia thinks it's hilarious.
Not well, they're great.
Jesus. This is one of those situations where you should totally be like, I get it, it's some nagging little part of your brain, but fuck. Fuck. Listen, right? This is what I mean with character development sits in the details, because what you are doing is establishing that, yes, he's protective, but what a win priority to set in a situation like this.
You okay there, Dad? Yep. Just worried about those two. Same as you. I mean, I only had Iadicon.
What period does Damien have Iadicon for? Because we know that he's not in art design, we know he's not in photography. He has home ec, which I highly doubt Iadicon teaches. He's not a history teacher, that's Proclin. What teacher is Iadicon to Damien?
I only had Iadicon for one period, but man, he was always so lively all the time. He always flashbanged us when we came into class. Admittedly, it's probably the reason I'm gonna need glasses. Hey, Dad, we gotta go see if I need glasses, because I can't see that school board anymore. You never think it bone cancer?
Well, yeah. I don't know what to tell you, buddy, but, shit sneaks up on you.
He was at every side, staring glumly at the floor. His brow furrows in confusion.
Probably just a 101 course. But what 101 course? On what? What is Damien learning from Iadicon? Also, one period, so it's probably not one of the major things, because usually you have signed... I don't know how American schools work.
When Ferris told me, I asked why he didn't get treatment for it, and he just didn't want any.
Okay, so... So, personally, I have my theory on this, that, like, Iadicon has taken therapy. He has taken treatment. And he was told, listen, there are two options left. You can take extreme surgery, or you can go, like, on heavy chemo, and, like, both of them, your quality of life's gonna go... And your chances are, like, 10%. And he said, you know what? I'm not living the worst months of my life for a 10% chance. I would rather go out on a high note, you know? Oh, there we go. It's actually what they're going for.
He wanted to go out the way, doing what he loved, son. Picture him wasting away in a hospital bed on chemo. That might not even work. It's a horror.
Chemo is terrible. People need to know that, like, taking chemo is a fucking thing. Like, your fingernails, your appetite, everything, just... You don't feel like a person when you're on chemo. Is a very common thing, you know. I don't know, actually. I have a little short list. I was originally gonna do None in the Chamber Reprimed as like an intermediate thing, but then I realized, oh wait, shit, this is actually kind of good. Because at first it struck me as weird, but then I was like, wait, it's doing this intentionally, and it's actually doing it all... Like, it's a little clumsy about it, that I didn't pick up on it immediately, but oh man, it's actually going places and doing things. It's actually gonna try to stick this landing. Damn! And I felt bad for being an asshole the whole way through. So that's gonna have to get redone at some point in the future. Where is my listing? Here we go. I think Bad Apple. Bad Apple is somewhere on the list. I have another one. At least I made a thumbnail for another one. Which one was that again? I also have a thumbnail for Promise of a Lifetime. Even though I think the Promise of a Lifetime kind of shoots itself in the foot at some point. I forgot why. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I remember. Chemo utterly wrecked my shit. Damn. Yeah, man. Yeah. Sorry, I have nothing else to say, but yeah.
Anyway, no other reason why I would deny it. A man like him, passionate as he is, he didn't want to his fights just fizzle out like that. He kept burning bright.
Yeah, I mean, remember that, like, one of the last scene we have the Iadicon in is him literally beating the shit out of a painting, so... The man wanted to go out on a high note. Umbra? Hold up, my man. Don't listen. I give a lot of YouTube reviewers shit for being like, oh, by the way, this is a review for the non-writers. I'm like, fuck you, man. Just admit you're making scandalous shit because you want to get the views. But outside of that, I just don't want to, okay? It makes me scared. It's just that simple. How long is Bad Apple? 12 chapters, with about 10,000 per chapter in terms of word count, which is, you know, it's the standard for Fics, even though it's fucking long to have 10,000 words in a chapter, and my god, are they overwritten, but I need to stop mentioning that because it's the only thing I can say nowadays. Although it looks like at least this one has the fucking decency to put quotes on the same line as descriptive text. Like, my god, how does that change just the reading experience? What do you want to see grow? My melanoma? Man, that's... You're thinking of a different video game, okay? Wait, does that game Plague Inc. let you grow cancers? Because cancers are really diseases. Cancer-causing virus? What the fuck would that even be? That's terrifying. And weird. Okay, Mr. Shadow the Ultimate Lifeform. Yes. Technically, yes. But I will blur the screen and I will not say anything because it's not that I care about demonetization. I'll do it. It's more that I don't want YouTube to ban me. Because I've already done, what was it called again? That mod, which sinks into this weird BDSM-esque territory with Fang and Anon. The only downside is that my standards are, how do I put this? They're a little high. I'm not so easily trounced. Please, God damn it, I wish I had a cape. I wish I had a fucking cape, and I could just grab my cape and swoosh it around. But I will not be hurt so easily, you cod. I don't even know what that's about, but I like it. Man, the song's so nice and chill. 500? 500? 500? God damn it, this song is so chill. It's kind of sinking away. $500 is $500. Are you talking about that one? Oh, man. God damn. It is tame. Listen, I don't... I'm put my hands down. You have to really reach in deep. Like, you gotta corner the first part of the lower intestine. And maybe the second one, if you want to reach deep enough to unsettle me, okay? I'm sorry to tell you, my man. But I have way past that. Writing and reading, both of them. I guess so. Doesn't bum me out any less. All we can do is cherish the memories he left behind now. Yeah, and the only memories we have of Dee's mom is that she's fucking dead. Like, how do I explain this, right? If you want this to be a valid statement for him to say, where the fuck are his mom's memories that are... Jesus. Stop backfilling your lacking storytelling. How about you delete some of these shitty sentences and replace them with something that matters, that has an emotional point to it? Thematic. Damien Grunson shot confirmation as he's settling on the couch and watching TV tapes. Oh, it's been a rock photos to Leon. No, it's more like Damien lets him... I mean, to be fair, that is how rocks on the surf work, as they get eroded by the ocean. But... yeah. Slop. I mean, listen. People who buy smut from other people, right? Who buy smutty commissions. They just want the jerk potential. They don't care about the rest. Vincent is still young, but I reckon to grow up into a fine young man like his brother. I mean, Vinny, he'll grow up either or. He's still way, you know. Speaking of which, I casually checked my watch. I like that he has a watch in this day and age. You old man. Film around until Vinny gets out of school. Gotta be careful with him. He's a good boy. Tends to be a little gung-ho. Blam, blam, blam. Like, personally, I've gotten to the point in my life where I'm like, if I'm gonna write smut, I want it to mean something. I want the sexual intimacy to mean something. I'm at the power to... Listen, people like to talk about, oh, Apocalypse World has sex moves. And it's like, yeah, it has sex moves. The sex move means something. It's about the apocalypse and vulnerability and what that shit means. If you play Dungeon Bitches, there's a whole thing about that. Like, there's a reason, and there is an element of thematic cohesion. When Anon and Fang go fucking down, I want to be sitting there with a little flag going, yeah! Instead of going, ooh, that's sexy. Do you have any idea how easy it is to just type some words into a smut generator and some smut falls out? The substance is the hard part. I need that thick, whipped, creamy substance, you know, like when you make a good milkshake. You're welcome. Anyway, 30 minutes left till Shakal to his father. Jesus Christ, stop timing shit. His dad can feel that you're sitting there counting down the minutes. Lean back, sure enough. Nobody fucking cares. Again, you are in control of your writing. You don't have to have this happen. Just fast forward. Don't even have this. It just comes together nicely. Hell, having him break off a conversation with Damien shows that he has priorities. Damien looks at me curiously. So, I had someone tell me, right, that like a lot of uses like these are actually technically wrong. Because it implies that the look itself is curious or something? I don't know what the guy said. I don't even know if it's technically accurate. But someone told me that like a lot of people describe... I don't even know what it was. What the fuck? Euphemistic? Erotic or pornographic? Well, how appropriate. Strange or unusual? Oh yeah, curious sensation. I tap my nose. The nose knows. I love it that I bought a book about self-editing, and the book of self-editing is like, hey buddy, you said, and like, but my creative writing teacher is like, yeah, your creative writing teacher is a fucking idiot. He's a gormless fool. He has no gorms. Throw him out the window. Nobody gives a shit. Dialogue, emotions, character action. That's where it's at. The rest is all nothing. It ain't no gumption. Also, and just I was reading Dream Park and I found out that Jesus Christ, didn't see that coming. What the hell is Mia Riona? Who's this? New phone, who this? No, why are you doing that? Stop! Give me... Sometimes my computer and I get into a death battle. It's just for fun. Anyway, let's go on. Got a calling D's pop. You know, in some states they call it soda. You're calling this man's soda? Go to my bedroom. What do you mean, your bedroom? Don't you and your wife sleep in the same bedroom? I love the mental image of Senator sitting there going, get a load of this guy. He doesn't even know where Riona is. You're gonna put in He's 18! Oh my god, he uses the fucking landline? You have... Whoa. Oh my god, my man. If you're 50 years old in 2023... Holy shit. You would have been around for the 80s. Yeah, no. Yeah, he would have... He probably would have been ingrained into landlines by his 30s by then, yes. Now that I think about it. Still, though. Everyone has a fucking smartphone these days. Sit in my bed and dial the number. Showtime! Hello!
Hey there, Mr. Fault. Name's Randy Payne. I'm the fellow that's having your son stay with us for a while. Please, call me Randy.
He's an adult, Randy. Ah, Randy, good to hear from you. Likewise, you can call me Ignatius. Ignatius? Ah, yes, I am Dr. Volcanus.
Is that a bubbling volcano?
Yes, and a babbling brook I had redirected into my volcanic lair. I will now be extorting the Genevan government.
Pretty sure Geneva's a city, not a...
And the Genevan government will be paying us many dollars, or I will explode this volcano.
I'm pretty sure Geneva's not in a volcanically active region.
Yes, that is how my volcano machine works. Oh. Damn. Please call me Ignatius. Let me preface our conversation by saying I cannot thank you enough for doing this.
Ignatius, oh, that's a full name.
What are you, Greek? Actually, it is Latin.
It is not an issue at all, Ignatius. Your son's a fine young man. A little troubled, I reckon, but a fine young man.
More than you know, I think. I hate to do this, Randy, but how well do you know the reason I sent Dorian to Volcodera in the first place? Hiding Safi.
Dorian must be his first name. Just as fanciful.
How the fuck does a guy called Ignatius name his son Dorian? More like Dorkian. Ah, got him!
Not too well. I figured it wasn't my place to pry.
I appreciate that. I'll spare you the long and unpleasant story, but it all started when... Jesus Christ, he's backstorying you. When my wife, Juno, his mother, passed away a few years back.
Oh, good Lord, I'm so sorry. May I... Oh, no.
Everyone's emotional. Everyone is so sad! Cancer. Oh no, she was killed by a crab! Shit.
Well, you know what they say about giant enemy crabs in ancient Japan.
I was not aware. My wife had just purchased a katana meant for killing flesh things instead of heavily armored shells.
Just like Trent.
I assume that was his teacher. The school called me earlier today, told me he ran out after the superintendent present at the school informed him. Superintendent Chalmers, how nice to see you.
What? Yeah, the very same. Your boy and my goddaughter. They're very, very close with him.
50% orphan status. He's only 50% of the way to being a protagonist.
Despite the news, he sounds a little hopeful.
So, he was doing good at school prior?
I reckon so.
Jesus Christ, stop reckoning. I know the rapture is coming, but come on, man.
There was a period when he was out sick a couple of days, but other than that, perfect attendance.
Although, unlike Inko, who got fucking drunk on the drink, he fought a dinosaur and thought it was a good idea.
Oh, not perfect attendance. Grades are all passing as far as I'm aware. Wasn't there any disciplinary actions taken?
Thank God! Randy, after my wife passed, the day of my wife's death, Dorian got very, very bad in a violent way. Defeating an enemy crab actively eating your organs sucks. He smashed his hand. And he smashed his hand with an iron. This gives me pause. I figured he was a little rough and... I love rough and tumble. I've given you a lot of shit, author man, but using rough and tumble, that's a point in my book.
The scar, no, but violent?
Wait, did you say violent? You mean like a viola? Or violin? Kingdoms of Damalur. The re-reckoning. Yeah! Man, Kingdom of Amalur I liked, and then I played it for like 5 minutes. And I played it again. Man, I need to actually finish that game at some point in my life. Yes, but he has episodes. You know, just like on Netflix, and I'm planning to cancel him in the second season. You do know you can't. I heard that abortions are now legal up to 500 months.
Are you prank calling me?
I do not quite know what they are. I have tried to get him to see doctors, but he wants nothing to do with them. Pitsister, panic attacks, whatever they are, they make him lose control of himself and run off. And if someone tries to stop him, he gets violent. Very violent. If nobody stops him and he gets away, he hurts himself.
A lump drops in my stomach. I find myself voicing the thoughts out loud. So his hand. Yes, I talked to him about that too. He punched the concrete until his hand broke. Randy. Sounds like he's about to cry. I know what it must look like as a father sending my son across the country for himself, but I just don't know what to do. I'm still grieving Juno, and I can't grieve Dorian too. He needs help that I can't give him by myself.
What a poor, poor man.
Well, Ignatius, me and my family will do our best to help him, I promise you that.
The damage bubble is blank. Poor man, you don't even get to see the damage. That's a lot of damage. Shit. Somebody showed me a rat that must be posted on the 21st of the month. He's cleaning himself under a faucet. Dun, 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 dun. God, I love the stupid rat birthday mixtape song. It's so great. Alright, I've refocused my brain. Randy, that would mean the world to me. Give whoever you need my number, and you tell them to call me, and I will give you every right I can feasibly give you to act as my guardian in my absence. I will write letters, I will get lawyers involved, and whatever I need to do, I will do it! Does your family need money, Randy? What the fuck happened? Do you care about your son, or are you trying to pawn him off? Please, here's the dowry. Now I never want to see my son again. It is just too painful. Are you sure you're talking about... son, we will never see again. The family fortune will now go to buying me a moon rocket.
No, not at all. I wouldn't ask that of you. We're doing fine. We got plenty of space in our house.
Oh, he's moving. I thought it was going to stay there, but I guess it makes way more sense for him to actually move over. All right, I will not press it. How is Dorian doing right now?
He's with Olivia right now in a room.
Don't... This is implied from him asking.
Olivia being my goddaughter.
All right, his girlfriend, right? How is she doing?
Well, not well either, but better than him.
How is she doing better? She lost her surrogate dad! The whole fucking point of Wani is that she gets fucked up!
Poor kids. Nobody should have to go through this, but Dorian twice?
He will make it! Oh wait, whoops. I forgot. I lose track of who's talking when you do shit like this, motherfucker! Don't! No line! Poor kids! Nobody should have to go through with this but Dorian! Twice?
We'll make it, Ignatius. Me and my wife will do our hardest to make sure of it. My eldest son, too.
You only have 2 sons. Don't call him your eldest. Call him your older son. You make him sound like he's about to put on a fake beard and give me sagely investment advice. Thank you, Randy. I owe you more than I could ever give you. Bless you. I should go now. I have a meeting in 10 minutes I need to get ready for.
All right, don't be a stranger, Ignatius.
I will not. Goodbye, Randy.
Damien opens the door and steps inside, and I follow right back.
Fuck! We're switching POVs again! Losing my fucking mind here. So I have a question for you. Why did we need this? We already know that his mom died. We pretty much assume that it's cancer because of the connection you've established. Everything that happened in the scene is pretty much something we can assume is going to happen anyway. What did we really learn out of this? Audience, can you tell me why this entire sequence was necessary and we could have just summarized it or made it an after-the-fact thing or have it happen anywhere else? Again, Diario can make his own money. No, Senator, no, I don't have time for this minigame. Damien opens the door and steps inside and I follow right behind him, shutting it behind me. Randy Sanders in the line. He's looking over at us with that warm old smile is. Oh, we're going... Jesus Christ, we're back in time. We're rewinding? Why are we rewinding? Hey, it's D. Come in. Open the door and step inside. Slitting it behind me. The curtains are drawn, the lights are off, save for the screen of a laptop. She's taking her hoodie and slippers off, and she's laying stomach side on the bed. She'll rest on the top of her arms, as she was anyway before walking. When I do so, she sits up on her knees. She's been crying. Why can't you describe her puffy eyes? Or her wet cheeks? Or the dry sniffles? When I close my eyes and try to sleep, I can still hear Cabaret Club theme from Y0. I pull my jacket off and toss it onto the beanbag sitting next to her bed. She immediately slides up to me, we embrace, holding each other. After a few minutes, I gently pry her off of me with a crowbar, staring at her intently. How much do you think your kidney's worth? I have to do this. She needs to know. Hey, Olivia, I need to show you the ugliest part of me. Something I've been hiding from you ever since we met. Something I hide from everyone. You don't have to if not if you're not ready. I have to right now. Otherwise I'll never be ready, and you deserve to know. Okay. I unlace my boots and slide them off, followed by my socks. She looks a little strange here as I start undoing my belt. I glance down at her but say nothing. Man, you are way too eager to get undressed, man. Look, I get that that's the point, but you can just roll up your fucking pants. Why didn't you just put on some new pants? Right? If you had this planned ahead of time, just maybe ask Randy if you can go home to pick up spare change of clothes and get some pants you can just slide up like some sweats. Even my boxers need length though. Long-ass boxers. Are those long? I don't know. I have no idea what the average length of a boxer is considered. Well, lastly, I'll leave behind. Sit back and answering intently. I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? I shake my head, grimacing as I look back at my leg. I start with my right. He goes genuinely lustful. I start with my right, gripping the bottom end of my boxer, where they come to the knee. My hands start shaking as I pull them up. Slowly revealing the latticework of scars that trail across every part of my thigh like a cartographer's grim map of my thoughts. And the other leg mixed. The darkness of the room, they resemble shadowed canyons in my legs. I can only stare down at them in contempt. Just another example of how broken I am. Permanent reminders. Are you okay there, Scary Dave? You're repeating yourself like a clown. What the fuck? What the hell, man? My brother in Christ, I think I just saw you die. Anyway, oh no. My legs are full of scars. These, I did these all to myself. Try cope. I couldn't hide it from you anymore. You need to see all of me. Every broken piece. To see if I'm still worth it. Why? I don't know. I lied to the doctors. Oh no. He's sad, man. He's had a really rough time. I'm sorry for the tears. He's breaking down. This makes that POV swap even weirder. In hindsight, it makes that POV swap even fucking weirder. You interrupted, like, the perfectly organic layup to this for that? It's okay. Well, figure it out together. I love you, Olivia. Did they say it this much in the original game? Maybe my brain's just drawn to it a bit more in this one. Anyway, they're a good couple. Everything is fine. Olivia isn't freaked out. Why would she have any opinions about this? Why would she be like, man, I wish I had legs and you're fucking them up? Or be like, oh man, that's fucking gross. How could you do that to yourself? You lied to your doctors? Are you stupid? No, it's fine. Everyone kiss. Kiss! Fucking smooch already! Drama? Organic problems? Fuck you. Things are fine.
We sit in the position for a little while, just holding hands, eyes closed. I feel calm. Here, present. The whirling thoughts in the back of my mind are receded for now. Breathe out a deep sigh as I lean back, sliding the legs.
Yeah, you're still sitting in your fucking undies, man.
I should have probably put my pants back on.
Okay, I'm gonna go and Okay, I was worried. I saw this line and I thought, oh, is Randy gonna come in? Because if Randy comes in to see this, that'd be like the ultimate fucking killer. I would just be like, my man, now's not the time. Also, I just want to point this out, right? If you really want to keep this fucking conversation between them, why isn't this a side chapter? You already have intermission chapters. Why not just use those? Anyway, he gets back in his pants. No words, just sleep. He's a sleepy boy, and that's it. Wow, what a chapter. So he showed off his injury, and the dads had a fun talk. Nothing really changed outside of, I guess he's going to move in with the pains, and it's a for realsies business thing now. I don't know, that felt like a lot of words for very little activity. Do I want to do another chapter? Do I want to do another chapter? I could go to bed on time. I think I'm just going to go to bed on time. Because, like, man, I don't get paid enough for this shit. I don't get paid at all. Oh, no. People are going to start smooching in my comment section. Damn. Things are getting a little spicy over here. What even is this chapter? Okay, so we had the, we had the chapter with the thing. That's obvious. So we are at... Yeah! So, I just want to rewind a little bit. We just had 2 chapters in a row that are ostensibly, or technically about Olivia, that are now about D. You know, I'll give him credit, you know. We already know Olivia's story, so I guess, you know. But on the other hand, you know. Maybe we'll do some more shit tomorrow, I don't know. What even is happening tomorrow? Oh, we're doing Ben? We're doing the antipsychotics? Oh, we're doing some weird shit. Okay, so, quick thing. We are at chapter 19, alright? And if we go by Wani Gator standards, we are technically on, like, the last few legs of the story, like the resolution section, where things wrap up. We've had our choices. The story has done its thing. Weird. Well, I guess we'll see when we get there. Today's Fang birthday. It is? Incredible. Listen, I've said it before and I'll say it again. $50 and I'll do another chapter. I'll throw away my life and we'll do another chapter. Otherwise, yeah, this what is this looking like? I guess Ben shows up, which is like an interesting twist of all things. What else is there? So in the normal one, it's like the staying at home time, right? I don't even know. I think after that, what even happened in 15? Oh yeah, her wheelchair was busted because of the whole like found something, right? Man, I barely remember this part, even though you go through it 4 times. I'm just that kind of magical. Oh yeah. Isn't this the chapter where they go to school and they have the branching section? Yeah, that's chapter 15. Huh. Are we doing that? Oh wait, she gets to see the video. So we're taking a lot of weird shortcuts in weird places when you really cut down to the cake here. Yeah, well, we'll do another one tomorrow, but for now, I think it's been an hour and I have stuff to do tomorrow, and I'm already tired. My legs are just fucking empty. I did so much walking today. I don't know. I said last time that I wasn't too impressed, but I think in hindsight, it's fine. Again, it's fine. I'm just disappointed it's not doing more. Come on! Come on! You know what I mean. Well, that's enough complaining. Like I said, next time, I guess we'll do this interesting chapter. I'm kind of interested. Kind of want to give it a go, but you know. Oh god, he's having another starting off with another fucking flashback. You know what? Fuck this. Let's do this. Fuck it, we're in this.